Hey gang, today I'm going to give you an honest review of is it worth buying a MICROTECH Halo 6 or Halo 5. And again, this is no fluff. Let me put the disclaimer out there. I bought this knife with my own money. This is not a lender from a knife dealer. This is not a lender from the manufacturer. I spent $750. I bought this knife. And what I want to show you is I just recently bought this knife. Let me show you the receipt. But before I show you the receipt, what I want to show you is, you see I just bought this receipt and I had this knife just for a few days. And you can see the craftsmanship of this MICROTECH, okay, Halo. You see how it has a gash in it? You see that? Okay, let me see if you guys can hear it. Okay. And now this one right here is a clone. It's a fake. I paid $61 for this one. And I paid $750 for this one. I just recently bought both of them. But look at the difference between this fake one. You cannot see the lines at all. And on this one, you can see the lines right here. And the reason is that when I first got it, it wasn't screwed in all the way, right? When I run my hands over, you can feel the bumps here. Again, I've only owned this knife for a couple of weeks. I just bought it. And let me show you the receipt. I paid $750 with tax, and I bought it. There you go. I don't know if you guys can see 12/9/22, guys. Okay, I just bought it, and I did a review about it when I first got it. I was pretty happy with it, but you know, after a couple of weeks of use, there are a couple of things wrong with it. Number one is, again, you can see the light coming out of this. I don't know if you guys can see. You see when I go on that yellow part, you see that? Okay, right there. Okay, on both sides. All right, and therefore it causes a little too much play. It even makes noise. Okay, now I try to screw it back in because I didn't want to spend $20 and wait another month to get a knife that I just bought less than a month ago. I should say less than 14 days ago. I didn't want to do that, so I screwed it back in, and it kind of worked, but then again, it didn't work. So a lot of people are asking me, hey, is it worth spending $750? I want to let you be the decision maker of this. This is a $750. This is made in America. This is a Chinese cologne. This is a Chinese fake. This cost me $61. This one cost $750. Now listen to this. Okay, you hear noise there. Listen to this one. Nothing, guys. Okay, that was me hitting the. Okay, nothing here. No. Okay. Okay, very little noise in this one. Okay, all right. So again, let's explore. Nothing here. Very little. Okay, so the play is coming through right here. Okay, the noise is coming through right here. And even when I tighten it up, that, you know, again, I bought this knife just recently, guys, from MICROTECH. Okay, spent $750. I don't know. Right below, do you think that's normal? Should I have to pay that kind of money? Should the consumer have to pay that kind of money and have a defect? And some of you guys would say, well, Mike, just send it in, just send it in. They have unlimited lifetime warranty. Well, let me tell you a story. I had personally spent $2,270 of ownership of MICROTECH knives. So I've owned two Ultratechs. I've owned this Halo 6. I've owned this knife that I bought from MICROTECH. Okay, beautiful knife. And I've owned the UTX 85. Out the front, out of the OTF, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of the 4. Okay, out of the 4, 2 of them broke in less than 14 days. The UTX 85, which was the Star Wars version with the green blade, I paid a lot of money for that. It broke in like 7 days. And I think that the dealer that sold me that, which was some guy in Vegas, PVK Vegas, he was just selling me a cologne, a fake one. Because a lot of other people have said that, and he was just a scammer, so stay away from that guy. But the other knives that I bought were from legitimate dealers. And again, out of my UTX 85 broke, okay, and then my Ultratech broke as well. And let me tell you the story about the Ultratech. because I was talking about the warranty. I had to send it in 3 times and it never got repaired correctly, okay? The first time I sent it in, because the spring was broken, they send it back to me. A couple of days later, the spring broke again. I don't know if they fixed it or replaced it or whatever they did. It broke again. I had to send it back in, pay another 20 bucks, wait multiple months. They send it back and it wouldn't eject correctly. You know, when I would eject it vertically, it wouldn't come up all the way. It would have play in it, right? And so finally I said, you know what? It's not worth me sending in the 4th time for them to get it fixed, the 3rd time to get it fixed, you know? And so what I did is I just sold it at a deep loss, right? So why do I have this gold here? It's to remind you that if you want to buy a real MICROTECH, it's $750, right? Which is half the price of an ounce of gold today, because gold is roughly around 1,900 bucks, okay, 18 something. Now, you know, I don't like to diss companies, but if you're marketing yourself like MICROTECH to be the elite, to be the top of the top, to be the cream of the cream, then you got to really do a great inspection of your goods. If you have lower quality than a Chinese, right, but you're charging so much, that might be a problem, okay? I have no problem, again, paying high quality and high money for high quality, but I do have a problem paying high money for low quality. Again, out of the 4 OTFs that I've had, 2 of them broke in 14 days or less. I now have to send this back in. If you don't know about how it works with, you know, with MICROTECH warranty, you're gonna have to spend money to ship it to them, you know, 20 bucks or something, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, $1 or $2. And then you're gonna have to wait 4 to 6 weeks to get it back, okay? And then I have to pray to God that they're not gonna put a scratch on it, that they're gonna do the job correctly, because my personal last experiences with the warranty department, again, I had to send the same knife in with the same exact problem multiple times, and it never got replaced. It never got fixed, and I ended up selling it. So this is maybe, you know, I'm not trying to diss MICROTECH. I think they're a great company, and that's why I personally have spent $2,270 with them. Like, I bought this knife from them just a couple of weeks ago, and this is beautiful. I haven't had any problems with them. But I think that MICROTECH is overrated when it comes to the OTF. They're just overcharging, and you know, and it's okay. Again, if you're delivering Ferrari performance, it's okay to charge Ferrari prices. But if you're going to be charging Ferrari prices and delivering a Hyundai value, then that's what the problem becomes, okay? And this is not my very first MICROTECH that I've had a problem with. This is not my second MICROTECH that I had a problem with. And, you know, and these are brand new knives that I just bought right off the dealer store. And again, I have the receipts to prove it to you guys, okay? I paid 750 bucks for this one. So now, again, let me go over some of the problems these guys have, okay? You can see that the lining of this one is perfect, okay? You can't even see the spaces. Now here, this is perfect. Now look at this, okay? I just want to show you the difference. Here is perfect, but in the front, these 2 screws were not screwed in properly, and I think that it may have ruined the chastity here, because even if you screw it in, it comes open after 5 to 20 ejections. It comes open again. It loses its value. Okay, so you know this is high quality knife, but unfortunately, not a lot of love and inspection was given to it to make sure that it stands up to the name and the brand glory that it has, you know, because if you look on YouTube, everyone's raving about it. And that's why I put the disclaimer out there that I pay for these knives with my own money, and I'm going to tell it to you honestly without any fluff. A lot of these guys I see on YouTube, they're getting the knife from the manufacturer and they say, oh, give us a review. Of course, those people are going to give them raving reviews. A lot of people are getting the knives as a loaner from a knife dealer. Of course, you're going to give raving reviews. They haven't had time to use it and work with it, right? And here's the thing, guys. I paid money with my own money. I'm going to give it to you straight. Now, I'm going to get a lot of hate because, you know, in my opinion, okay, this is speculation, that MICROTECH is hiring influencers, right? Because I know this for a fact that companies do this, because my sister works for a company, and that's her only job. Her and another employer, they're both getting $60,000 per year, and their only job is to be on YouTube, to be on Instagram, and do this, find influencers like myself and other people and pay them money or give them free stuff, aka bribe them for them to do a positive review. Okay, and that's why if you look on YouTube, there's so many people giving such an awesome reviews about MICROTECH, and I bought a lot of them. I spent $2,270 as 2020 personally, my own money, buying this stuff, and I'm coming to a conclusion that, man, for me, I might just stick with the counterfeits, right? I might stick with the clones because, man, this thing fires like amazing. I haven't had any problems with it. I had it for a couple of days, and I've been carrying it every day, and I'm firing and firing, and it hasn't had any problems. Of course, this is a Halo 5. There's a little differences with it versus this, but man, you know, again, is this a better quality knife than this one? Yes, absolutely. You know, the steel on this is amazing versus this is some, you know, this probably is a D2 and this is a M390. So yeah, the steel is different, but the craftsmanship of it, theoretically, this should be a better quality. But here's the truth. It didn't come out that great. You can see the opening here. You can hear the noise in there. And again, guys, I just bought this knife. It hasn't even been 14 days, man. Okay, and very, very disappointing. Again, I bought it on December 9. I was sick for a few days, for about a week. I didn't get to mess with it, and then here I am. I haven't even cut anything with it because it's such an expensive knife, and I don't want it to break like my other Ultratechs. So I haven't even cut anything with it, and I'm already seeing, you know, again, problems here. Okay, and here's another thing, you know, problem that I have. Like when you open this thing up, man, like you see how much movement it has in there. Okay, if you open this one up, okay, a little bit less, but still movement. But it seems very flimsy there. But here, you could definitely hear it shaking, guys. Okay, and they both make a little noise, but this most of the times makes less noise or no noise versus this one, and you can hear that in the very beginning. Now, again, it's hard for me to tell, you know, the difference in these knives. I'm sure the steel, again, the steel quality is different, but both of them fire amazingly. Okay, this one fires with a bigger force, but this is a Halo 6, and this is a counterfeit Halo 5. So maybe the Halo 5 spring doesn't fire as hard as the Halo 6. Maybe that's why when they cloned it, they put a weaker swing. Maybe if I bought a Halo 6 counterfeit, right, or clone or fake, then maybe it would fire as hard as this one. Now there is a little weight difference. This one feels, you know, nicer in the hand. This one weighs a little bit more than this one, but it's also an advantage of having something weigh a lot less. But man, overall, guys, I am very, very disappointed in MICROTECH. This is my 4th OTF. 2 of them broke. One broke in 7 days or 14 days or less. The other one broke, and again, right around 14. It's not broken. It has a big gash in it. It makes noise. And people say, well, man, send it in, dude. They have a great warranty. Well, maybe for you, but my experience was my last Ultratech, I sent it in multiple times and never got fixed. I had to sell it at a deep discount, which is pretty pathetic. Okay. Now, I love American-made stuff. I go out of my way to buy American-made goods, but this is the reason why, you know, these Chinese companies and these Taiwan companies are putting American companies out of business because, you know, just like Ford and Chevy, you know, Toyota took over because Ford and Chevy were charging a lot of money and they were not dotting their I's and T's. They had bad quality service, bad quality cars. The cars were not reliable. They broke down. And that's why today Toyota is #1. And so as a true American, I believe in capitalism. So I believe in the free markets. And, you know, I don't have a problem with, you know, these companies making better stuff than, you know, the manufacturer and for 1/6 of the price. Now, I don't like how they put their logo and try to counterfeit it. You know, they should have just put their own logo and copied, you know, their design, because so many other people are using the same exact, you know, chassis, etc. Okay, and had their own brand. I would support that more than the counterfeit. But on the other hand, I think that MICROTECH is counterfeiting me because they're selling me something for $750, and a guy that's charging me $665 is making it better quality, right? Not the blade material, but everything else. I mean, like no noise. I mean, okay. You right? Play very little. You guys can hear it for yourself, man. Okay. So again, this is not a diss song, but I just think that if you're a manufacturer and you're marketing to be the cream of the cream, then you really need to do great products. It just can't be about some kind of marketing tactic to just make yourself enrich yourself, right? You really got to make good products, and you got to really do what you say. You're going to say you're going to have a lifetime warranty. Well, make sure before you send the product back to the consumer, a loyal consumer like myself that has given you over $2,270, that hey, the job is done correctly. You do a couple of tests, but unfortunately, I think it's all about money, and I might change my mind. But I'm going to send this in for warranty. Again, I just bought it like December 12th. Today is the 29th. Okay. It hasn't even been a month, guys. And I have to send it in back for warranty. Pay $20 or more. Wait 4 to 6 weeks. And I'll keep you guys updated. Overall, guys, the last video I did, I said on a scale of 1 to 10, I give this a 9. Today, I give this a 7, right? Because I don't know if you guys can hear that. Right? This just makes noise. I mean, the workmanship is horrible for the amount of money that I'm paying for it. And I think these things could be easily overthought of if enough due diligence was done. Okay? Because this clone is beautiful. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing. Right? Nothing that I see. People say, oh, I saw some videos. It comes back in. It doesn't go back in. Every time I fire. I just got it. I'm not going to beat it up. But I'll eventually start beating it up and do reviews for you. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this thing, dude. I mean, even if this thing breaks, I can buy 6 or 7 of these. Okay? If this thing breaks, I can buy 6 or 7 of these. So I don't even need a freaking lifetime warranty. I can just get a new one. Where if I spend $750, I got to bend the knee for MICROTECH, right? I got to bend the knee and hopefully beg and pray and have faith that they're going to do a great job. They're not going to scratch my knife up, because I haven't even used this knife one time to cut anything with, guys. Still spanking new, dude. I just got it. Look, it's sharp as mug. So is this knife, dude. This knife is sharp as mug too. Even sharper, dude. So again, this is not a diss video. I love to support American goods, but if American manufacturers are not going to put the customer first, they're just putting their pockets first, they just want to make massive profits and just have a brand, and they're hiring influencers to make videos for them to hype up their brand, and people fall for that. You know, I fell for MICROTECH OTF. That's why I own 4 of them, right? And again, I wasn't happy with the Ultratech. There should be a video coming up, and you can go watch a review, a long-term review. I've owned it for 4 years, and then a long-term review. I've owned 2 MICROTECHs, Ultratechs. I wasn't happy with them. I got rid of those. I bought this fixed. I told myself I'm not going to buy any more MICROTECHs. I bought this fixed blade for MICROTECH. It was beautiful. There was nothing wrong with it besides this little hot spot. And I said, you know what? Let me try them one more time. And then I went and bought this one like 3 days later. And man, if I could rewind time, I probably would have just saved my money, bought this for $661 and been happy with it, because now I gotta send it in, guys. Let me know your thoughts below, guys. Again, this is not a sponsored video. I bought these knives with my own money. So I'm telling to you how it is with the truth. I have no incentive. I have no pony. I don't have a horse in the race. I wish MICROTECH the very best, because I've given them a lot of money. I hope that they get their game together, and I hope they don't become the next Ford or GMC, where they got to stop making cars because the Chinese and the Taiwanese Toyota's whipping their butt. Okay, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for it, but that's totally fine. My mom told me to tell the truth, and that's what I do. Peace, guys.